Hey, I'm with Kevin Schwieger today. I noticed there's a lot of endurance events coming around the area. We have the Morgan's Canoe Run, we got the Flying Pig, and I'm bumping into more and more endurance nuts. I mean, I say you're nuts because I've never desired to do anything like that. The training required is immense. I don't feel like I'm equipped to really offer you too many suggestions on how to prepare for that, but I know someone who is, Kevin Schwieger. And Kevin's with us today. Kevin, thanks for being here today. Kevin's been in how many Ironmans?
Well, I've competed in completed seven Ironman distance events, and then actually one triple Ironman event, which was a couple of days' work.
Let's talk about what an Ironman is first. What is an Ironman?
An Ironman is a triathlon, excuse me, that entails 2.4 mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and then a full marathon run, 26.2-mile run.
Okay. And you've done how many of those?
I've done 7 of those.
Okay.
And then a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago now, did the opportunity to complete a triple Ironman, which was all of those distances times 3. And there was a 60-hour time limit, and I was able to come under that and finish in about 55 hours.
So how long is the run? 6 miles?
The swim was 7.2 miles.
Okay.
And then the bike, 336 miles.
Okay.
And then the run, 78.
My goodness.
All at one time.
And it took you how long?
55 hours.
Wow. How many people competed in that?
Well, that was, of course you can imagine, not very many.
Can't imagine that being a real popular thing.
The typical Ironman event, you have 2,000 to 2,500 people. This one, there was only a handful, a couple of dozen. So
okay.
It was interesting.
My goodness.
It hurt a lot.
Oh, I bet. How long did it take you to recuperate after that?
The pace was slow enough that I didn't tear down the body so much. So I actually felt better quicker after that than doing a faster, an Ironman kind of a thing.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the Morgan's triathlon, mini triathlon.
Yeah.
Instead of a swim, it's a canoe.
It's a canoe,
which I think is great. And how long is the canoe?
The canoe is 6 miles.
Okay.
So you canoe basically from Morgan's canoe livery down to Morrow.
Okay.
Downstream, and then run back. And then, so you run back that 6 miles, that same 6 miles.
6 miles back, okay.
And then you get a surprise at the end because your bike is up on top of the Fort Ancient Hill, and so you get to run up that muddy trail, oftentimes up 300 vertical feet to get to your bike. So you're already tired from both the canoe and the run, and then you get the surprise, we get to run up the hill. So,
is the bike right downhill
after
after that?
No, the bike stays up on that level and just meanders through the countryside and out in the county for 18 miles.
How long does it take to complete that event?
The faster men and women will do that in just under 2 hours, and then it's an interesting event. It's a ton of fun. The camaraderie and the atmosphere of just playing and having a good time. So you get everybody you get some serious guys who bring their own sleek canoes and they just burst down the river, and then you get just friends and husbands and wives doing it together and everything in between. So they also start, you can only start so many at a time, so there'll be people starting at 8 o'clock all the way up through 11 o'clock, and we live out that way, and we'll see bikers all day long. And,
let's talk about how do you prepare for something like that? Let's say somebody wants to do that. The run is probably the hardest part, I imagine.
Probably. For most people, the run is the most daunting.
Okay.
And so I am all about making incremental little baby steps for somebody who's not doing it, because you can prepare for this event, but hopefully you'll enjoy it enough to continue, and so you want to start now preparing yourself to enjoy the run. And so I would recommend, if somebody's never run before, just to go out and jog 3 or 4 minutes, and then the next day try to add a minute to that, and then the next day add a minute to that, or whatever, and run 3 or 4 times a week and just add little baby steps. And I think by doing that, you'll make it eventually, and you'll like it. And too many people, I think, just go out and they want to do it all right now, and they want to train and train and train, and then they end up getting hurt and they hate it and they quit. And so.
Now, what about attire? What are any recommendations on what people wear? You're in a canoe. What if your feet get wet?
Yeah, I've done the event 3 times, and what we did was just tape big old baggies on our duct tape and a big gallon-sized baggie and tape over our shoes, because the last thing you'd want to do is be running in wet, soggy shoes. Other people take a spare pair of shoes and then just change.
Okay.
But the problem is it's hard to get back to the canoe, so you risk losing your your shoes or whatever. So
Okay.
I'd recommend the baggy thing and just wear shorts and t-shirt, tank top.
Now, obviously, hydration's got to be important on any
Yeah.
distance event. Do they carry water somewhere?
Yeah, most people carry a water bottle with them on the canoe, and I like to use one of those little carabiner things and clip it to your shorts or something so you
Okay.
don't drop it.
Okay.
And then you'll have a water bottle on your bike, and then on the run they have water stations to hand off water, I think.
Okay. Any other suggestions for people preparing for this, nutrition-wise? Do they need to bring energy bars with them as well?
Yeah, I would bring a couple of. They make these little gel packs.
Okay.
They're
The
easy.
goo?
Yeah, you just rip it off the top with your
Yeah.
mouth and squeeze it in, and it goes down in a second or two, and you don't have to chew anything.
Okay.
And I like those.
Is there any place in town that you could recommend
Yeah,
that people go to get some of this stuff?
Wheelie Fun Bike Shop, and Bob Duncan, the owner there, is a great guy, and he's done the event many times.
He's a nut
and
too,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a crazy
Yeah.
guy. You go in there and you just say, Bob, set me up, and he can understand where you're starting from and help you to get where you're going, and yeah, he's Wheelie Fun. It's on Deerfield Road in the old IGA.
Oh, super. Now, I know you got tired. You got bored with all this stuff, and you went bull riding for a short period until a bull stomped on you?
Yeah, always up for some kind of adventure, and so we did bull riding for about 3 years, and then
Yeah.
last Christmas time got stepped on and punctured a lung and spent a couple of days in the trauma center down at Bethesda North, and so kind of retired from that now.
What are you doing now?
Into indoor rowing now, and
Okay.
I've discovered a whole subculture of indoor rowing regattas, and
Okay.
I'm having fun with that. So,
Okay.
did
Well,
triathlon
fantastic.
for 20 years, and so now I'm just up for trying some new stuff.
Well, fantastic. And I understand you're pastoring a church in
Yep.
town?
Pastoring a brand new church called Turtle Creek Community Church, and
Okay.
actually we're brand new. We meet in Bowman Elementary School at 10:30 on Sundays, and
Yeah.
I tell people that this is a church for people who don't like church.
Okay. Bring your tennis shoes
Yeah,
on and
yeah.
go check
we're,
out Kevin.
We're bull rider friendly. We're
Running
triathlon friendly. We're
Well,
we're
fantastic.
friendly.
Hey,
Hey,
thanks
yeah,
for your
appreciate
input.
it.
I appreciate having an expert. If you're looking at getting ready for any distance event, apply the stuff that Kevin just shared with you. Check out Bob out at Wheelie Fun. He'll help equip you. And keep having fun with all this stuff and stay fit.